it's a hard one. I feel like you can tackle this in a few different ways, I guess. So I think first off, just it might sound a little bit basic, but like really just honing in on like a focused area versus like, everyone kind of targeting different goals and stuff like that. Just getting everyone to the same page, right? And in agreement, first of all. So that we can all, be aiming at the same goal. And, when we're checking in, we check in on the progress towards those, and we're all kind of focused on the same area. From there, I think it's just prioritizing the right things. I think engineering resources are like some of the most expensive. Engineering resources, engineering time, everything. So it's important to actually take that time, first of all, to plan your roadmap. We do this right now on a quarterly basis, which we feel like is a good cadence. It gives engineering time to knock out significant projects, but then we also have like little check-ins in between to check in on progress. And then something I'm thinking about more now is, I've talked about this a lot, but haven't really put into practice, and it's just like working smarter, not harder. Leveraging tools and processes that help like streamline and just be more efficient with the time that we have. And there's a lot of talk around AI and ChatGPT and all of that stuff. Like, how can we leverage that to help us do more with less? And so we're thinking about that a bit, which is interesting area to look at. And I feel like it's pretty new, but at the same time, it's something that we should have always been looking at. How do we just be more efficient with our time? And then I think for us, our team is fully remote. So it's also something around, figuring out how to be more efficient working asynchronously. Like, we try to have very, very few meetings, sending more videos as opposed to like, let's hop on a call, especially with a team that's spread across the world. So something that we're thinking about. But also to Chris's point earlier, I think, ship MVPs, like cheap experiments. I think just being really intentional about the scope of a project, and not blowing that up, no scope creep, stuff like that. Like, you can always expand and add to things down the line. If people find the MVP or minimum viable product or minimum viable feature valuable, right? And I feel like shutting down features is really hard and really painful, especially for the people who built it. And so we're trying to avoid doing that. And so being really informed, data, feedback, all of that good stuff, just helps us be very intentional about what we work on.